Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus. Today we are playing against Mr. D once again, and we are both doing randomized teams, and we are keeping the positions. So what do we have here? We have an absolute truckload to explain. We have an Abomination with Crimson Hook Pit Fighter sound, so he's a very tanky Abomination that, wow, that benefits from the plus 3% crit chance from Crimson Hook and goes for a slam with that amazing, what was it, like a 13% crit chance, I believe, so yeah, no, actually 14, yeah, it was the 14, and immediately the Shield Breaker goes position 3, so you can see the Scaled Shoulder definitely coming into play here, basically taking, like, making her have 4 more HP than what she normally would have right now. Oh, it's so garbage. Never take Skate Shoulder. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. There's gonna be a Rage there. Also does a lot of damage. With Shattered Padlock, Spiked Bat. Wow, that's insane. Grave Robber without pick to the face. You know, that's a very base Grave Robber. But I have a heal with this Arbalest. I have a heal here with my Battlefield Bandage. And this is a very defensive Arbalest. I have Medic's Full Plate Monkey Spell Arbalest, and any of you that played in the randomizer tournament know how powerful heals were in it, because basically you cannot decide when you get heals, what kind of heals you get. So if you have more heals than your opponent in teams that are very unoptimized, usually heals are what win you the match. Now we have a Man-at-Arms with Protector's Kite Spiked Bat in the backline, and we don't have Bellow or Command or anything like that. We just have a Bolster, and then we're going to be spamming guard for the rest of the match. Or we could move forward and then try doing something like that, you know, both ideas are viable, but yeah. We're probably going to move forward, maybe try doing something with this Occultist. But this Occultist might actually be the MVP here. Well, he's always the MVP, but he might be even more so today, because he does actually have the Sacrificial Chris and the Eerie Eye, so he can do some very nasty things. Does this de-stealth? It doesn't, but I have Ignore Stealth, so I could do this. Not that it does anything, I just ignore stealth, I don't de-stealth, but yeah. This could definitely hit, and it could definitely hit pretty hard. I could also go for this, which is likely gonna miss, but if it doesn't, it's likely gonna miss. I'm just gonna do this. It's gonna do 0 damage because of the 5% prot actually being useful, but it's also gonna reduce her dodge by 20, and she's gonna have 0 dodge by the start of next round, which I'm pretty happy about. I'm not sure that Puncture is the best play here. That's a pretty weird one if you ask me, but I'm gonna go for the Illuminating Flare right now. 78% chance of clearing the stealth, and thankfully it does happen. I do not want to have a Grave Robber with Cloak and Dagger go lunch right now with Shadow Fate buffs. Like, that would be a one-way ticket to 0 HP. No, absolutely. A one-way ticket to 0 HP right there. I do not want to see that happen right now. So we just prevent that. So there's gonna be an Adderskiss. A 9, does it apply the Blight? It doesn't. That is pretty lucky for me, not gonna lie. And I'm gonna click here. I have plus 45% damage. Do you think Rake does enough? I don't have any plus damage. 6 to 12, yeah, I don't really have any plus damage. But this definitely does enough, so her having 0 dodge is kind of a boon for us here. Now, one thing that is gonna happen is that the Scaled Shoulder does give you plus 12% death blow resistance. So for us to actually get a death blow here without any extra death blow chance, it's gonna be a little bit tough, but we're gonna see if we can make it work. It's probably gonna be a stun on the Occultist, yes it is, and very likely gonna work too, but I could flare it, you know, I could always flare it, I could go for a death blow with Ebola. There's a lot of things I can do, it's just a matter of what do I want to do. I think what I'm gonna do here is actually just protect this Occultist, because if I go for a flare right now, he's just gonna get brought down to 0 HP immediately with, you know, whatever. And if I do not go for a flare, then he's not gonna have his action. Oh wait, actually I did not have the flare anymore. What happened to my Arbalest action? Oh, I used her for the flare at the start of the round. Oh, okay, that was a little bit of a big oversight from me, but I don't think it should matter all that much, because I still get to go first next round. I really hope I get a death blow somewhere. I'm probably not. I would love to get a death blow with, like... The thing is, I do have one extra death blow chance, which is this, plus death blow chance versus Marked, and this, plus 40% death blow chance versus Afflicted. So my biggest death blow chance right now is Vulnerability Hex. It's at 23%. I'm gonna go for it. I don't get it, but we are gonna get the Affliction, which is good. Because that means that even if we don't get the death blow right now, the Occultist will have pretty much a confirmed chance of getting it by the start of next round. Well, not confirmed, but it's gonna be very likely. So the Shieldbreaker will be out of the match. I'm gonna have to say, having to deal... Oh, she still has the Aegis. Having to deal with Festering Vapors is really annoying. Really freaking annoying, because it can just hinder away your team, and... I mean, what is my Man-at-Arm supposed to do here? He sucks. He absolutely sucks at any kind of way of dealing with that Antiquarian. Like, she's way more useful than my Man-at-Arms right now. But yeah, I'm gonna drop the Rake, I'm gonna drop a Bola, and he's gonna die by the start of next round. That's all we're gonna be going for here. There could be a Transform Slam, which is going to put my Occultist at 0, but you can't do it immediately because the Abomination is day 0, which I'm pretty happy about. Please don't Blight, please don't Blight. Okay, it didn't. I have 80% Blight resistance, like, it really shouldn't Blight. Yeah, it really shouldn't. So, I could... Oh, actually... I could have moved forward ages ago and gone for a Retribution. Yeah, I could have done that, but, I mean, let's be honest. Retribution without Shield Spike is... Actually, with Spiked Bat, it would have plus 10% damage. Maybe I should have done that a whole lot earlier, because I do have Retribution. There might be method to his madness. The Spiked Bat could come in clutch. Yeah, it would be nice to have this with the Shield Spike, because then the plus bleed chance would apply on the little bleed that it has on the riposte. I'm gonna go for Retribution here on the Shieldbreaker. Even if I don't get the Death Blow, it's gonna reduce her Death Blow resistance further, and then the Occultist is definitely gonna get the Death Blow, yeah. So that's pretty much one out, and a little bit of stress down to all the other characters, but my team is suffering right now. They are really suffering from that Antiquarian's Festering Vapors. Yeah, this is Slam. Pretty much what I was expecting there, and there isn't any extra death blow chance, right? Apart from the lunge with that Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, the lunge is pretty menacing here. It can hit 3 positions. Oh god. Yeah, I'm probably screwed, not gonna lie, but I have to go for the death blow anyway. I cannot let her get another Serpent Slay through, that would just be a disaster. Why is my death blow chance only 53? Is it because she's not marked? Oh, this is... yeah, okay, I have to stab. 87 and 93, and that's death blow. Okay, there we go. Yeah, these death blow chances are a little bit weird how they work, but yeah, you have to get the death blow with the sacrificial stab against afflicted characters. Almost a guaranteed chance right there. We definitely went for it. So there's gonna be lunch right now. Please don't get it. Please don't. Okay, she didn't get it. I guess she didn't get it, and I'm very happy about it. And I'm gonna drop... Wow, okay. I'm gonna get all my HP back for my Occultist, and I'm very happy with this right now. Okay, there is justice in this world, it would seem. Or there is a lack of justice in this world, like a humongous lack of justice right now. I cannot believe I just healed for 24 after dodging a lunge. That is unbelievable. That is really insane. What was the mischance on that? I think it was an 85 to hit or something like that. Yeah, that's brutal. That's what it is. Absolutely brutal. Well, I would go command, but yeah, let's just say I don't really have the option of doing so. So I'm just gonna click here. I'm gonna go crush onto this Abomination, hopefully do more than 8 damage. I would have loved to have gotten a debuff on that. I mean, no, a crit on that, because then I would have minus stress received. Yeah, I mean, could be handy. But yeah, there's still going to be Festering Vapors. My boss is probably not going to do much. You know, especially with 85 accuracy, it's not going to do anything. And now the Abomination is down to 0 HP, and he's not having a good time. Thing is, if I kill all the other characters, I don't have to kill the Grave Robber, because that's the last character alive, she can't do anything. But Festering Vapors hurts. It only hits one character. Oh, I'll take that any day of the week. So I'm gonna click the Abomination here. I'm gonna go for a heal, and after that we are gonna go to Abyssal Artillery Town. I hate Bolster. I hate Bolster, said Mr. D. Yeah, I see why. It is not being very fun for you right now. She only has 90 accuracy base, and without any accuracy buffs, Festering Vapors is gonna miss so much. Actually, Centigrade is tanky as hell. Look at this. She has 43 HP. I've never seen an Antiquarian this tanky. My goodness. Okay, I kind of want to de-stealth that. Yeah, but before we do that, maybe a stab here is the play. To kill the Abomination. Oh, I would have loved a crit on that. 23% crit chance. I would have really loved it, but oh well. I'm definitely gonna drop a Retribution on him. Might be enough. The Retribution might do enough damage because of the Spiked Bat. It's doing a little extra. Really wish it did enough. I'd absolutely love it. He's already transformed twice, so there's no more horror being applied against us, so we're not quite at afflictions just yet. That is going to be a stun right there. I could flare it away. Yeah, that's double flare value. There's no way I don't flare here. Yeah, that's most likely a stealth clear and also a stun removed. So that is 100% flare value right there. I'm gonna go for a Retribution here, and I do just enough because of that 2 to 4, so Spiked Bat coming in very clutch here. Actually, I think it would do 2 to 4 anyway, even without the Spiked Bat. But maybe the crit would do a little extra. Actually, doesn't it usually do 2 to 3? I think it does usually do 2 to 3. It does a crit with 4, right? Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure. So it's going to be a nervous stab just to confirm the hit on the Abomination. I don't think that was very necessary, but it was definitely funny, so congrats on that. Do I want to go for a Death Blow here? I have extra Death Blow chance because of this. And I could also get an Affliction right now. And yeah, just a 35% Death Blow with Sacrificial Chris. Not gonna lie, Sacrificial Chris Occultist with Stab is just so brutal. It really is brutal how good the Occultist can be in like situations like these. As long as he doesn't get focused down immediately, the Occultist just absolutely carries. He's an absolute MVP. But yeah, most of the time he's just gonna get focused down immediately and you're gonna have a horrible time. So it's gonna be a Thrown Dagger right there, definitely doing some damage. And I'm gonna reply with the Crush on... I don't really want to crush the Grave Robber, not gonna lie. I think I'm just gonna guard here, believe it or not. I'm just gonna guard this this Occultist just so he doesn't die. I'm gonna heal the Abomination so he doesn't drop to Death's Door. And I'm gonna stun the Grave Robber just so she doesn't do any more offensive actions. Because the thing is here, I do not need to kill this Grave Robber, she doesn't have to pick to the face. So when these corpses go away, which they are going away eventually, I can just focus on the Antiquarian and I will win. I'll be very happy with it. So finally the Riposte hits and it does 9, which, you know, doesn't really do too much for me. And I guess it's there, right? So I guess it is there. I'm gonna heal here with the Occultist. I'm gonna heal the Arbalest just so she doesn't drop down to 0. And wow, okay. And the Arbalest is gonna heal the Occultist so he doesn't stay at this door. I'm gonna go Retribution on someone and I'm gonna go for like a Rage or something crazy like that. It would be nice if I had the pull here. The pull would definitely make this match a lot different. I could just pull the Antiquarian and she'd be totally screwed. But yeah, we're gonna click here with the Abomination. He's abusive, so he has -7 accuracy right now, which really sucks. But I'm gonna transform and hopefully do something with this. Yeah, 63. Wow, okay. That's Crimson Hook value for you, I guess. Crimson Hook. I don't know, it's just giving me more crit chance and it seems to be working. It really seems to be working. And we roll for the Death Blow right there, not quite enough. So that's why you go for the Abomination turn there before the Man-at-Arms turn. Like, if you go Retribution, what's it gonna... Like, I was definitely gonna go Retribution because I only had 1 round of Riposte. But if you go Retribution against 26 HP, it's not gonna do anything. But if you get the Rage crit first, then it might matter. And that's a habit that you don't think of, like, oh, I'm gonna click the Abomination first, so I have to Rage first, and I might get a crit for her entire health bar, and then I'll go Retribution. No, that's something that you just hammer into your playstyle. And eventually you'll just do it. Eventually you'll go for the actions that matter less, or, you know, the actions that you should go for first rather than the ones that you shouldn't. So I'm going to de-transform here. I'm going to go for the stun. It's not confirmed to get it, but it could happen, so I'm going to go for it. And, you know, the 40% death blow is also very nice. And now it's a 1v4. Can she do it? If she had the right trinkets, she could. If she had Materia Pestis finisher, I don't think we would be playing right now. I think the match would be over quite a while ago. But yeah, I'm going to drop this Vulnerability Hex, and she's going to get afflicted from that. She does have a lot of HP and also a very decent dodge base, and now she actually has a +10 accuracy, so that could matter, but is it going to be enough is the question. That is most definitely the question. I'm going to guard the Occultist again, just so he doesn't take any blights, so he stays out of this store as well, and you are just going to go for a Sniper's Mark to reduce that dodge. That debuff only lasts 2 rounds, because... I mean, I guess the Arbalest needs a nerf. She does need a nerf, but not the marking part of her. The marking part of her doesn't need a nerf. I think it's the shooting part of her that needs to be weaker, but oh well. Do I get blighted there? Yes, I do actually. I do get blighted. Yeah, my only offensive ability with this Arbalist is the Bola, but, you know, at least I have Bola. You have to look at it that way. So she still has 5 dodge, so I'm gonna go for, actually a heal here would be more efficient than going for an actual mark for another minus 30 dodge. Yeah, I think a heal here makes more sense. We go heal, we go crush, and then the occultist should get a death blow. So that's going to be an affliction right there. 4 afflictions on my side, but an affliction is not a kill. So you go crush here, 80% hit chance, we do take it. The abusive damage coming in a little clutch, could have missed, but yeah. And now the plus 40% death blow chance is afflicted. It's a 61 despite the death blow resistance. We go for it and we take it. So GG to Mr. D. I hope you enjoyed the randomized team. Could this team actually work not being randomized? Yes, it could work with a little bit better trinketing and a little bit better positioning and abilities. Like, this team actually looks decent, believe it or not. It looks like kind of a mix and match between defensive stress and a little bit on the offense with the occultist A-bomb duo. But yeah, the 2 support characters of the Arbalist and the Man-at-Arms did a decent job, and they just let the occultist and the abomination shine. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed the match, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.